Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's tutorial will be all about how to float a t-shirt on your single needle machine. It's super simple and you'll just need a couple things from your local craft store. But other than that, let's get started into this video. So alright guys, I have a 4T shirt right here, and the first thing that you need to do is to flip the shirt inside out. And then once the shirt is flipped inside out, you have to fold it in half. When you fold it in half, just make sure that the tag, the label or the tag, is faced inwards, so you don't want to see the tag once it's folded. So I just take my two corners up here at the top and I just work my way down the shirt. And something that I do like to do when I'm doing my shirts for embroidery is to take my heat press and press the shirts first and then press it once they're folded, because it gets a nice crease in the shirts. But just for the sake of this video in the heat, I'm not going to press the shirts because it is super hot and I don't want to turn on that heat press. So just make sure that the shirt is lined up and equal, and get a really good crease in the middle of the shirt, guys. That way you know where that center is, and it's really important to make sure that the tag is in the inside of the fold. So you don't want to see your tag, and your shirt should look like this. Just make sure that it's equal and that you have a really good fold and the arms are even, and you should be good to go. So once you have that shirt folded, it's time to hoop your stabilizer. So I have my 5x7 hoop right here for my SE1900, and this is a piece of cut stabilizer that I already have. Well, it was like the last piece of the stabilizer I had. And just make sure that your stabilizer is a little bit bigger than your hoop. It doesn't have to be significantly bigger. This is all I had left, so I'm just going to use it. And place your stabilizer over top of your bottom hoop. And to know that your bottom hoop is down right, it'll be flat and even. When it's on wrong, it'll be like tilted a little bit. It'll be up off the ground, so it wouldn't be even. So when it's right, it's even. So put the stabilizer on top, and then you want your top hoop, and you want to make sure that the arrows, let me see if I can show you guys. You see this arrow right here? My hoop is kind of dirty from spraying so much temporary adhesive on it, but they said it a good trick to get this off is rubbing alcohol, so I'll do that after this. Maybe I'll make a short on me cleaning my hoops. So you want to make sure that the arrow on both of the hoops are meeting up with each other, so they should be matching up with each other when you lay the top hoop down. So I'm laying this down, and guys, you want to make sure that your stabilizer is tight when you're hooping. If not, it'll make wrinkles, and when you put your shirt on top and you're embroidering, it'll mess up your design. So to just avoid that, I just tighten my hoop up a little bit using these little springs right here. I also like to just pull the stabilizer as I put it in. I feel like the older the hoops are, the looser they kind of get, because my hoops do not get as tight as they did in the beginning, but the springs are probably out of whack. So I just like to pull on the stabilizer once it's down, just to see if I can get it as tight as possible. But don't pull too tight because it might rip. And then just tighten this up some more. Alright guys, now that your stabilizer is in the hoop, you'll take your grid that came with your machine And you'll know that your grid is on right when the ABC down on the bottom right hand side is faced towards you. So you'll just put the little pieces into the hoop, and the grid indicates like where your design could go in this 5x7. So I like to use this fabric marker that I bought from Joann or Hobby Lobby. It's a fabric disappearing pen, and what I like to do with this is just draw out the dots that's in the middle of the grid, and this indicates the middle. So I like to put like a heavy circle right here. And these pens, they disappear with air or water. So if it gets on your design or on your shirt, you just have to air them out, or you could just wipe the shirt off with a baby wipe, or wipe your material off with a baby wipe, and they'll come right up. Baby wipes get rid of a lot of stuff, so it's good to have those too. Alright, so after I just put my 3 dots down, and again that indicates the middle of the stabilizer, so we know that we want the middle of our shirt where we made the crease at to meet the middle of the stabilizer. So once that's done, we'll take our 505 spray, any temporary adhesive spray that you have. I use 505. I used to use, I'm not sure what the name of it was. It was in a purple and white bottle, but I don't know where I bought that from. I seem like I can't find it no more. I bought this from Hobby Lobby. I think it was $11.99, but I know on Amazon it's a lot cheaper. So you really need something like this. Any type of temporary adhesive, well, not any type of temporary adhesive, any type of fabric temporary adhesive is what you need when you're fluting your shirts. So you just want to be generous with the amount that you're putting on there, and spray the stabilizer. Then you'll take the shirt that you have folded over, and before I like to put this down on the stabilizer, I like to just take my shirt alignment ruler and figure out how far the shirt should go down onto the stabilizer. So my ruler says that the shirt should go down 4 inches, so I'll start right here on the shirt, and I'll just put where it indicates that the design should go, where it indicates that the design should start. I'll just put that down right there onto the first circle, and then just keep aligning the shirt up with the second circle and then the third. And then I'll just press on it. Then once that's done, I like to put my hand in the inside of the shirt and just rub the shirt over, because it makes a lot of wrinkles in the inside of the shirt and a lot of fingers. Well, I like to call them fingers, but they're just wrinkles. They'll make a lot of those in the shirt, and you want your shirt to be nice and flat when it's down on the stabilizer. If it's wrinkled, that can mess with the design too. But if you get a couple wrinkles in the shirt, like how I have right now, you could just lift it up. And the stabilizer should still be tacky, so you shouldn't have to spray any more adhesive. But if it's not, then you can just spray more spray. Alright, so now my shirt is nice and flat down onto the stabilizer, and I'm ready to embroider. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like when it goes onto the embroidery machine. So I'm gonna just clip this. And then, see, I already have my shirt lift up, but when you first put it on, it'll probably look something like that. And you'll just want to lift your shirt up, because the part that's down on the stabilizer is the part that's going to be embroidered, and when you flip it inside out, that'll be your front of your shirt. So I like to just move it out the way like that. And then I bought these clips from the dollar store, and I like to use these to just move the shirt out of the way. especially when I'm doing bigger shirts. I hope you enjoyed this content and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for any videos that involve using a single needle machine. Enjoy your day, guys.